Hello, Adam Bazalgette here, founder of Scratch Golf Academy. Today, let's look at forward shaft lean at impact with irons. I've gone over this before on videos, but people find this pretty confusing. Why is this one of the very few things all pros do, to differing degrees, admittedly? We'll look at why, and we'll look at a couple of drills towards the end to help you master this so you've got a better picture for your iron game. Number one reason why all pros do this on irons is that when you have a bent trail wrist, for me the right wrist, you can apply pressure better than when you have a straight or a scooped right wrist. You'll see that in baseball, tennis, anything like that. Put your club up against something firm, the bottom of the door jamb, push, and you'll see what an advantage that gives you. Now, just very quickly, you can accomplish that. In other words, you can have the club in line with the lead arm and a bent trail wrist and still not have forward lean. Picture a driver on a great player's swing. They're more like this. So let's go forward and look at the next two reasons why on an iron it has to be forward. Sweet spot of an iron club is about a third of the way up, about 3 or 4 grooves up. Handle forward allows the sweet spot to be tilted onto the ball. If you're coming in with the shaft vertical or leaning backwards, you are going to hit the ball off the bottom of the club face a lot, or hit the ground first. So if you watch the pros, no doubt you have, you'll see that they generally take divots, and those divots are invariably beyond contact with the golf ball there. So as we look close up at Tiger Woods here, you'll see the bent trail wrist, the bent right wrist, the shaft leaning forward. If you look at the wedge on the right-hand picture, you can see the sweet spot tilting onto the ball. But why are they able so consistently to get divots beyond the ball on these short and middle irons? Let's jump outside and we'll talk about it. Now, believe me, even when the shaft is leaning on a short iron, there's still plenty of loft to get height and spin on the ball. So let's just clear that up. If you like this video, hope you'll subscribe or hit a like button or whatever it is that people do on these things. We appreciate your support. So the reason you see those divots after the ball, depending on course conditions, etc., with the pros on these irons, is because true low point, the bottom of the swing, is going to happen when the shaft gets to vertical. And that's where you're going to take your divot, if anywhere, if you're low enough to do that. So if you can reach impact with the hands forward, with the shaft leaning this way, you're hitting the ball pre-contact with the ground, or pre-true low point in the swing. So let's have a look at a couple of simple drills. This isn't something every golfer does by any means, but let's have a look at a couple simple drills you can do to really culture the right feel through impact. For our first drill, just use some Scotch tape so that you can get a T sticking off the club face. Take a cup or a piece of PVC pipe, in this case, this is a 9-iron, and just practice in nice fluid slow motion movements, tilting the tee, at least as a mental picture into that opening. It's not tilted quite that much, but at least as a picture, and retrain that hand. You might feel it more in your trail hand if you like. Whatever it is, that's the feeling you're looking for, not hitting down, hitting very level and tilting the loft forward. Drill number 2, next time you're at the range or on the golf course, you can set up next to the ball you intend to hit in a moment. Right here, it's a reference. Make some small swings and glide the grip end of the club up towards this front leg. Get a brush mark that's well beyond the ball, more than you'd probably want. A couple of things to note. You are going to need to feel some weight transfer, some engagement and some movement here. We're not saying move your head way in front of the ball, but we are saying bump your weight and slide, and get used to the feeling, without coming over the top to help you, get used to the feeling of brushing the ground well past the golf ball there. Again, that would be a little more than I'd normally want. Now, problem I'm telling you with golfers, they're too fixated on the ball and not fixated enough on the target, and they don't shift their weight, and they strike at the golf ball that's underneath them. They don't get the picture of driving, applying pressure, sending the ball that way. So free yourself up and make sure once you've done a few of these little drills, when you go to hit one here, let's try one. There we go. Don't make all your mistakes, all your bottom out mistakes on the backside of the ball. Practice this, have fun, stick with it. You can do that drill with the tee on the club face at home. You can make progress. I hope this helps.